All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Jalen Green drops 30 points tonight against the Boston Celtics. Unfortunately, the Houston Rockets were not able to get the job done, losing 107 to 97. However, a lot to be excited about, and it all revolves around Jalen Green. Not only did he break the Houston Rocket rookie three-point record for most threes in a game by a Rockets rookie, but there was also some good showings by various Rocket players. So welcome back to the channel, guys. If you enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. I post Rockets videos every single day. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so any new subscribers are greatly appreciated. Jalen Green dropped 6 threes in the first half, and he was a huge reason to why they were looking pretty good. The game wasn't looking that bad, especially after the first quarter. They outscored Boston 30 to 22. However, tough scoring drought in the third quarter, and just honestly a lot of sloppy turnovers throughout the entire game. Shooting the ball wise, 42.7, so not too great, not too horrible. However, their three-pointers definitely helped keep them in this game, 43.8%. Jalen Green had a crazy three to end the first quarter. You'll actually probably see it here on this highlight reel, but it was just awesome, man. I don't even think he missed a three-pointer in that first quarter. They only got out-rebounded by 2. However, 18 turnovers, man. Boston really took advantage, scoring 28 points off of turnovers. So, yes, some rotations could be changed. The Rockets decided to go with the same starting lineup tonight. Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Jayshawn Tate, Christian Wood, and Daniel Tice. Just going down the line, I mean, KPJ, it's clear he's still struggling. 8 turnovers for him, fouled out of the game. It was not his best showing. I mean, the stat line isn't the end of the world. 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Obviously, you'd like to see an uptick in points and assist totals, but 5 of 12 from the field, 3 of 7 from downtown. A good reassuring statistic is that Kevin Porter Jr. this year not only has looked more confident with the three-point stroke, but he's also just been shooting the ball wise relatively efficient, especially driving the basketball. I mean, he is making some really phenomenal layups in traffic. I don't know how a lot of these are falling, but the mid-range with confidence three-pointers, he's taking them with confidence, and the three-pointers are falling in at a better rate than last season. But yeah, man, I mean, starting off the year with 9 turnovers against Minnesota and then 8 turnovers tonight, I mean, that's just absolutely brutal, and it's got a lot of people questioning his not his playmaking ability. We all know he's got that. A lot of people are questioning his point guard ability after a lot of these bad turnover games. I think it's just taken him a little bit longer to settle into this lineup. He is playing with a bunch of new guys, Daniel Tice, Jalen Green. He was never really fully implemented into the Houston Rockets offense last season anyway, so he's kind of still playing with a new group of guys, still kind of playing with a new coach. It's just a new system. I expect after 10 or so games, those turnovers, they're not going to be above 4 a game. So hopefully he's producing if he's going to be turning the ball over this much. Moving on to Jalen Green, 30 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 11 of 18 from the field, 8 of 10 from downtown. He did have 3 turnovers, but he also had a steal and 2 blocks. Some of the turnovers were really bad passes. I mean, there was one specifically in the third quarter where it was like, oof, full court pass, one arm, like I don't know what you're intending to do. But then there were also some pick and roll plays, like specifically in the first quarter with Daniel Tice, where some of those assists, I was like, oh my goodness gracious, how did he fit the ball into that narrow basket? So he's getting there. You definitely see he's getting more comfortable. Other statistics, I'm sure the supporting stats, I'm sure they'll start to increase as he starts to get more of a bearing in the NBA and the fast pace of it. But tonight, shooting the ball, I mean, he hasn't really shot all that efficient since Summer League. So seeing 11 of 18 from the field, and then especially seeing 8 of 10 from downtown, it's a huge confidence booster heading into this next week. The Rockets, I mean, I know it's probably not going to be the most fun season as far as winning goes, but we've got a tough week here playing Dallas and then Utah and then the Los Angeles Lakers. So it's important for Jalen Green, along with the rest of the Rockets, to get their confidence up. But specifically Jalen Green, who this was definitely his best game in the NBA so far. Jayshawn Tate, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 of 8 from the field, 0 of 2 from downtown. Also threw in 2 steals. I still like Daniel House, I still like Jayshawn Tate starting. It's a better option than Daniel House Jr. I still think it's a better option than David Nwaba. KJ Martin Jr. got a DNP tonight. He hasn't really been shooting the ball too well when he's been playing. That's actually not even a fair assessment because he's not shooting the ball horribly, and he's barely even played this season. So this kind of goes back to hopefully Daniel House Jr. gets traded at some point in the season because he's not looking particularly good, and he's eating up all of KJ Martin Jr.'s stats and minutes right now. So that's not what you want to see because KJ, in especially like the last 7 to 9 games of the Rockets last season, he was putting up about 18 points per game, about 8 rebounds. So this is a guy who can do a lot of different things, and we need to get him some minutes this season. The good news is we're only 3 games in. Looking else at the starting lineup, Christian Wood, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 5 of 14 from the field, 2 of 4 from downtown. I like the 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Still a lot of issues with Christian Wood. I'm still liking Christian Wood in the starting lineup and being on this. I mean, obviously you're not going to put him on the bench, but a lot of people still want Christian Wood traded. I still want to give him another year at the very least. He's an up-and-coming player. He's not, every night's not going to be his best night, but tonight definitely getting the job done, 20-9. I mean, it's right next to the 20-10 put it in pen saying. So Daniel Tice, keep in mind, he's also playing next to Daniel Tice, which he's never done before. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. He had a nice block in the first quarter. I mean, only 22 minutes from Daniel. He's really only there for veteran leadership and defensive ability. So not too much from Daniel Tice, night in, night out, but I think if we didn't have him, there would be a lot more glaring issues. Looking on the bench, not a good game from Eric Gordon. He saw 26 minutes, only shot 1 of 6 from the field. Alfred Şengün wasn't shooting the ball particularly well, but he was making a lot of good effort plays, playing good defense, chipped in 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, passing the ball really nicely, and then also had 3 steals and a block. So he was doing a little bit of everything for the Rockets tonight. That's really it. That's really it. So I'd like to see some rotation changes. I don't really want to see Daniel House Jr. playing 13 a night where David Nwaba is only playing 3. That doesn't really make much sense to me. But nonetheless, not too bad of a night. Only lost by, 10 points. Jalen Green drops 30. So there's stuff to be excited about. That's it for today. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, hit that sub button. I'll see you guys tomorrow.